juice in the political thing.
What?
Booty juice.
Okay.
Hello. We're talking about booty juice.
Welcome in, everybody. Whee! It's starting out spicy already today, y'all.
Yep, because Ballsack Jamie is here.
I was calling you Blueberry today, but
We were gonna be nice, Jamie.
Okay. Love you too.
Katie's here with us as well. What, you thought you were getting out of being called a name?
No.
That's good.
And I don't even.
Who's scratching themselves?
That's Katie chomping on chips.
No, scratching. Someone, a cat is there. I know.
Yeah, Boo's right at the behind you, like behind the
laptop by the microphone.
Yeah, right by the microphone.
She was scratching herself because she was shaking the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I was too busy with my face in the screen.
That's all good.
Apparently chomping.
I thought you heard loudmouth over here.
Well, I hear her, but I kind of figured she was eating chips. But it was the fucking of Boo, scratching herself.
Just sitting down for the first time today.
What's up, Jay?
Hi, Jay. Oh shit, that was loud. Yeah.
Hopefully, we make it worth your while sitting down for the first time today. You can, we'll make you laugh a little bit. As we also pitch you off a little bit.
Baby Sasquatch.
Hi, Elmo. Guess what? $200, bitch.
You got Littlefoot. Oh, Elmo's here. Hey, Elmo.
Yep. Yeah.
There we go.
I have my fans on, so I have my earbud in the other ear, so it doesn't blow in that earbud.
So it doesn't blow.
It doesn't blow.
Oh my.
I did not eat pistachio ice cream.
Oh, shit.
Pistachios before. They're nasty.
Have you tried pistachio?
You're nasty.
Differently.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I'll try it. I don't think I like it.
Well, you can be surprised, Caitlin.
Right? Like, she sat there and told me this morning. She
Hi,
goes,
Thomas.
I don't like
Thomas.
honey mustard pretzel pieces, but then she ate one and she's like, I do like them.
I forgot that I do.
So you probably forgot you like pistachio too, you little crackhead.
Say hi to Thomas.
Good afternoon,
Mr. Did.
No, Dad didn't.
Oh. I thought, never mind. Never mind.
Good day. We got some shit to talk about. Because
Jay said somebody is in a good mood today.
Who?
Jay said you're in a good mood.
Oh.
Call button so people can call us.
No,
I don't want that yet.
I let my counselor see me cry for the first time. So, I'm
step in a good thing.
Kind of masking.
And as you can see, Mr. Whiskers is just passed out. He does not give a shit about anything at this point.
Neither does Simba. She's passed out too.
Well, he's going to be a little upset with me here in a minute because he's going to have to move or have something set on top of him.
Hi, Brady.
We're going to start cleaning wax off of the candles and salvaging the wick. We want to make sure we don't break the wick.
What are we doing? Kindling?
Yep. Next Thursday afternoon, it's supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be like 62 out. It'll be a little windy, But it'll work out that will be able to use the grill burner to melt wax, and then we're going to do our own wax dipping candles. So if you want to learn how to do that, join us. Jay says you seem happier, sis. I hope the crying session helped.
It did. I'll give you a call after the stream and let you know how it went. Like, cause, yeah. Stop, Brady.
Mr. Brady.
Mr. Brady.
Can you give me a wipe, please?
No.
I can smack you. Would that count
Please?
as a wipe?
Hello.
Hi, Boo.
She just
Boo
pops
just
up.
scared the shit out of all of us. Well, she's over here and she wants to jump up on top of the. I mean, she even scared Mommy. Mommy's looking out at Katie like she's.
I didn't do it.
Did her scare my whiskers too, huh? Huh? You didn't? Yeah. So
Mr. Brady.
let's talk about our serious subject here.
Trump.
What? No, not yet. We're going to. I have a subject that I want to talk about that has to do with Congress. I think. Because you know what? I forgot to send Yeti an invite.
Oopsies.
Yeah, right. Whoopsie. Let me see if Yeti's joining us.
And then eventually.
Open the eyeball.
What about the eyebrows?
She wants to check Brady's eye because his eye was all pink.
There we go. Yeah.
That's the way I want it.
He's mad now.
Is that why he was yelling?
No, he yells at me every day. But, he's mad at me now because I checked his eyeball and poked it. Because I needed to put more stuff in it. It's a 2 to 4 time a day type medication, so he's gonna.
He's not going to be happy a couple times a day.
Nope. Yep, and he just went into the living room to pout. Mommy touched my eye and it hurt.
Why she got to
And I
make
said, shit. It already looks better.
Katie's asked me that question quite a few times. Why you got to be so mean?
Hi, Ruth.
Because you make me mean. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Ruth.
How you doing?
This thing messes with my eyes.
What?
Because it makes her eyes look weird.
What?
This thing.
Oh, well, then hold this there.
Sorry. The thing that Dad has.
Well, it's the thing that Jamie bought me
That
so
you
that
bought him, Jamie?
so the cats don't climb on top of the keyboard.
It made your eyes look a little funky to me. So I'm like trying to find the right way. Because it made your eyes kind of wobble a little. It looked like you had like a wave kind of in your eyes. It was like, what? It's trippy. I'm like leaning back in my seat trying to find the right position. But Dad fixed it. So that, you look a little normal.
A little normal to you.
Well, because I'm trying to read the comments at the same time I'm trying to look at you. So it's a little hard to do.
Well, here's how you read comments. Take this.
Made her head look small.
And you go to YouTube.
BSJ, my counselor, she was actually shocked that I was able, that I cried in front of her, but that I was also able to soothe myself back to normal.
Ruth said, I just got back from taking Tiffany out. We have snow again.
I wanted to say ah or haha, but then that's why I did the because I didn't want to be too mean. So that sucks.
I feel like somebody just came in.
Okay.
Unless you like snow, Ruth. I don't know.
I like snow as long as it's not like 5 feet and no ice involved.
Yeah, Dad and ice and me and ice don't mix. Unfortunately.
So,
We learned that the hard way, didn't we?
one thing that I have a problem with Congress right now, and it's a huge problem for me, is proxy voting. Either having someone from your office come in and vote for you, or you can vote from home. That is not how it's supposed to work. These people get paid lots of money to be at work. The person holding up that just held, the Republican Party actually broke ranks with Republicans and joined the Democrats to vote to keep proxy voting going is none other than Anna Paulina Luna from Florida. She decided that she wanted to have a kid, and now she thinks she deserves special privileges because she has a kid now, that she should be able to remote vote so she can spend time with her kid.
How
Now,
old is the kid?
she literally just had it like a couple months ago. If that's the case, then resign your seat, go take and be a mother, and let somebody else come in that can actually take the time and do the job. I see a yay.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to stick around too long, but I figured I'd pop in and say hi.
Bruce
Hey,
said
Eddie.
in the last few hours because around lunchtime there was nothing out there. Jay said that's why I keep telling you that I have confidence in you, Jamie. Your head is not broken. Evil Elmo said like snow falling or collecting on the ground / plow time snow. Bruce said worried about ice, but I don't think the snow will stay on the ground. And then Evil Elmo said no proxy voting. Got to make sure it is your vote. If not healthy enough to vote, leave. No votes if not in.
Exactly. Yes. And no, this is not an attack on women or any on families or anything like that. Being in Congress is not a necessity. It is a privilege to serve your people and represent them.
100%.
If you cannot fulfill that duty, then you should not be in office. Bruce says Tiffany is a husky. She loves the snow. So, this is where, when you're in a critical office, and I went after Pete Buttigieg back when him and his husband, bought a kid, which is what they did. They paid a surrogate to have a kid for him. So after they bought their kid, they bought a baby, is what I'm going to say, because it's not technically their kid. Pete went on vacation. He called it paternity leave for 3 fucking months, and this is as he's running the transportation department. He's the head of transportation. This is when we're having supply chain issues and all kinds of other shit going on. East Palestine was going on at this time, and he was nowhere to be found for all that time.
Do it or leave.
Well, what Marjorie Taylor Greene said, she said, there are seasons in your life. If you want to have a family, go have a family and be a mother. And after the kids are grown up, then come and serve your country, if that's what you want to do. She said, that's what I did. She said, I raised my kids. My kids are grown. now I'm serving my constituents.
Jay said he must have had post-depression. Evil Emo said, if I pay you to fix a pipe, I don't want to hear that you can't do it.
I got a pipe. Never mind. Can't say that. So, yeah, I'm kind of pissed about that. There's a difference between being in a job where you can take maternity leave and being in a job where you should know better.
To your point, how many times are we told, oh, well, they're too busy to talk to you? But they're not too busy to abandon their post, essentially. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm personally in favor of maternity and even paternity leave in general, because it, by its very nature, it promotes the nuclear family.
And it strengthens the bond between the parents and the child.
Mm-hmm.
It's important.
Yeah.
Even when I worked all the time, I still made time to spend with Caitlin and doing things with her.
Howdy.
You know what I mean? I would work almost 100 hours a week, and we would still find time to go hiking or go to the pool or just
The mall.
do something together where we got out of the house. And unfortunately, this generation that's coming up just doesn't do that. They don't have that drive to push themselves to do better. I don't know if it's the fact that a lot of these guys coming in now that are having kids didn't have a father in their lives when they were growing up.
Jay said they are too busy to hear conflicting arguments.
Yeah. Well, they just want to, so they make up the excuse that they're too busy. In my opinion.
Yeah. I'm sure it doesn't help on that particular regard, not pushing themselves, not striving to succeed. I could be wrong. I could be, what's it called?
Mistaken?
No. Projecting. But I know that when I was going through the workforce, I was raised. I had a dad. I had a mom. I was told, you work hard, you'll be rewarded.
Yeah.
Yet for me particularly, and I suspect the generation at large, it seemed to me that the harder you worked, the less you achieved.
Well, you know what happened to me? The harder I worked, the more I got to do everybody else's fucking job too.
Well, yeah, this is true too. It's a very weird paradigm shift following, 2 wars, a Great Depression, and the industrialization of America. Kind of weird that we made that big push.
I mean,
and now we
had the
stall. Go ahead.
We had the Industrial Revolution in the 1800s, but now we have the industrialization with the internet and everything, because now we got remote jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Part of it.
If that makes sense at all.
Said I worked with a woman that
No, I get what you're saying.
Son and made a big deal that she didn't understand why he was taking paternal leave. I mean, really angry that he was doing it.
And of course the kid is her grandchild.
Wow, that's a really crazy person right there.
P-Digits.
PD, what's up, buddy?
Wow.
The younger generations had a lot given to them. I began working at 12 for a farmer and loved it. Had my own money.
Yep.
Jay goes, probably because she needs the help to run the business and the guy doesn't necessarily need paternity leave, Ruth.
It can go either way. I mean, I took a couple days off after Katie was born, but that was because my ex-wife, when she had Katie, Katie did quite a bit of damage, like 112 stitches worth of damage.
Seriously?
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oops.
yeah, you ripped her straight up the top.
Oopsies.
So I'm sure that's an image everybody wants, right?
Yeah, thank you. Especially since you showed me a recent picture of her. Ugh.
Well, I didn't show
Sorry,
you that.
Caitlin.
Sorry. I didn't realize that I did that
I've
much.
I've seen some pretty gnarly stuff in my life, but that's just me.
Yeah, I got to
We'll
watch
get to
that
that
happen.
topic soon.
But
This is the reason why I'm out here.
yeah, we're gonna talk about some trauma stuff today, so maybe we'll get to help some people out with that if they suffer from trauma.
Did y'all ever hear about that guy that was running around Denton, Texas, with a hatchet and had an encounter with the campus police?
No, I don't think I heard that.
No.
I don't know that it made a big splash news-wise, but I was less than a city block from that when it happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was. And of course, me and all my friends, we walked up there to, try and figure out what had happened. One of the friends, he was off on a classical leftist tirade that, it wasn't called that back then, but yeah, he learned the error of his ways later on. But yeah, it was pretty rough experience, but sadly, that kind of stuff's coming more and more common as years go by.
I just ruined my
And I
picture.
have.
Oh well.
What's that, Jamie?
Talking to myself. Don't worry about it.
You all right?
I just ruined a picture, but that's okay.
No.
But now,
Well, if you'd like, I can ruin it for you next time, so you can blame it on me.
Okay, that's the yeah. Can I do it now?
Sure.
Just kidding.
I always used to tell people I didn't say it was your fault. I just said I was going to blame you.
No, this has got me like in my perfection mode. I want to fucking punch the shit out of myself,
Well, don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. It's it's like
I feel you.
even growing up, my dad, with him working the hours he worked, he didn't do it by himself. He didn't just raise me by himself. He had help. My grandparents, which is his mom and his stepdad, they would watch me while he was at work.
Well, and Tammy and Lori
his ex-girlfriends and
Jason.
So the time that I had to go 2 hours between the two of you.
Jay said I couldn't take time off. I have too much work to do. I could have pressed for the time, but I knew the score with my company. Her parents were also able to help out. I'm not a total dick. She was good. No, Yeti, don't take the blame. That's how people disappear. Yeah, Jay.
What was that last part? That's how what?
People disappear.
Oh.
Okay, Jay, you're next to disappear.
Yeah, I get it. What you're saying, Jay. I mean, like I said, I only took 2 days. So, and I said, both days with my ex-wife at the hospital. Actually, you know what? I worked a half a day that was the first day. Mm-hmm. Well, I know you don't know. You don't remember that shit.
I don't remember much.
But
my childhood.
So what Katie was talking about, there's possibility for some storms to come through here, and Katie is working through stress related to Storm due to something that my ex-wife did to her when she was little. Turned to a mist. Huh. But my ex-wife, this is after she had left me to go be with someone else, and she lived 2 hours away. But apparently she would put Katie and her stepbrother into a closet whenever it would storm and tell them that they were going to die. Yeah, I didn't know about all that shit until later on. Daniel said, blame doesn't make you disappear. Evidence against the Clintons make you disappear.
Sad but
Ain't
true.
that the fucking truth? Oh man, it's bad when you got two veterans saying the same shit.
I do not have evidence that will put Hillary Clinton in jail.
She should be beneath the jail.
She should be
Oh,
beneath
yeah.
something.
She should be in hell,
Yeah.
where she belongs.
Do y'all want to see the
Fuck
baby?
that bitch.
I can get all 5 of them in the view.
Jay said,
I need to do a little research and see if the decline in Walmart is connected to her becoming part of the board.
Well, wasn't she legal counsel for them at one point?
Jay, I
Well,
will.
she was a partner. She was a partner at Rose Law Firm, which represented. They may still do. I don't know. At the time, at least, represented Walmart, and Sam Walton was getting pressure from the board to appoint a woman to it, and
Promise I'm
of
working
course,
on.
Hillary Clinton was a choice.
Okay,
Do
real
what?
quick. Caitlin, I'm going to answer for you. Jay and Thomas, with the storms and with what happened with her, she needs professional counseling to do the you know how we have prolonged exposure? She needs something like that to start working towards getting better acclimated with the storm. She needs things like that. She can't just go and watch them like this. I mean, I'm afraid of storms, but with the trauma that she endured, it has to be step by step by step. It can't be just throw her out on the porch and have her watch it.
Damn. Ruth said Trump is beginning his tariff announcement.
Right now?
No, thank you. It's bad enough that I've got the trauma for storms. You think I would do well watching a hurricane? Kite?
Well, not the kite part, but
But that's what I say. She needs the prolonged exposure to start working towards that.
See, I can watch them on TV, like anything like watching Storm Chasers and stuff like that. I can watch that and be perfectly fine. But when it happens in real life and in person with me, I will full shut down panic mode. That's why I'm out here with Dad.
Prime Minister just left. He's a great friend of mine, but I said,
I've been known to walk out my front yard when I hear a tornado siren.
they charge us 52%.
Oh,
But
Take even off the Hurricane House Party list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only 7 years ago.
I mean, if
Oh,
you had
yeah, I gotta
people
bounce. I gotta go take care of some
Later.
errands and get back home.
Alrighty.
all right, later, bud.
Eddie.
Later, y'all.
They understood, honestly.
So,
She understood. They all understand.
what she doesn't remember is that when she was little, me and her used to ride around and during storms as well. So,
He was a fantastic man. He was unfortunately taken from his assassination. But I went to him and I said, Shinzo, we have to do something.
we've got a big old list up there.
He said, I know that. He was a great gentleman. He was a fantastic.
when it wants to pop up.
He understood immediately what I was talking about.
Katie's got this up too high,
Something. He said, I know.
so you're getting too much light.
Worked out the deal, and it would have been a much better deal.
Oh wow.
Frankly, there were many
Yeah, that thing's
years left in the
huge.
deal that was made previous to my getting
Damn, that is, and he's a lot oranger.
We're good.
Oranger.
So-
Switzerland, 61% to 31%. Indonesia, Malaysia, Japan, look at Cambodia, 97%.
Anyone want to see the babies real quick?
Sure.
If I can-
I mean, I've seen them before. I mean, I saw them before the stream, but hey,
Alright, hold on. I'll show you how to do it. You got to click this.
You might only be able to see two because I think they're all piled up on top of each other.
Click this. Hi, Brady.
lady. You want to play? You want to play?
Here, I'll put you on
He brought
tape
me a toy.
area.
Ah,
Alright, hold on. I
Do you want it? Go get it. I just threw it.
what'd you throw to him?
I threw a toy that he literally brought me.
There you go, Jamie. Now you can see it good.
Aww.
The orange one popped its head up real quick as soon as Dad had the light on it. They've been kicking
Oh,
each
there's-
other, hitting each other so far today.
Well, they're fighting for a nipple.
Yeah, they've been fighting all day. And poor Mom's being abused. But he's got it.
Yeah, I remember Ian at Homo. You remember back in 2011, Tropical Storm Lee came up through the East Coast, and it came right across us and just dumped so much rain
Fix it.
to where we.
Take it off.
You don't have that button here.
Thank you.
And like we got so much rain that a 40 cubic yard roll-off box, a dumpster, was
Yeah.
3/4 of the way full of water.
And he was stuck at
Oh wow.
up in Myerstown.
Yeah, I couldn't even get home because every which way I went, there was
So
water, like 6 foot of water, 6 foot rivers. Like this is where there's no water at all in these places. And there were 6 foot rivers of water flowing across the road. And I'm just like, nope, I'll sleep in my car. But yeah, that was the town where my work was. Luckily, I was outside of town.
Yeah.
The actual town of Myerstown during that storm, the company shut off their electric to the entire town because the water was filling up the basements to the point where they were afraid that it was going to fry the entire system because of power boxes getting wet.
Oh wow.
It was also the time that we live in a town called Mannheim, but everybody that lives in Mannheim calls it manhole because it floods every time we get real bad hurricanes.
We did do some
Brady.
That wasn't that the water came up that I remember.
No, you're thinking the postcards that you looked at. Like this water came up into Mannheim so far. They actually picked the house up off of the foundation and moved it a couple of inches. That was a house down by the road.
You had to help one of your friends pump out their basement.
Yeah. I actually and volunteered our time trying to help people with cleanup. Because a lot of them had mold and stuff growing.
Yeah.
Almost says there were sharks swimming in our streets during hurricane flood. Yeah, that's got to be fun. Hopefully your animals are inside. Because if not, that's a shark snack. Not find like half your dog gone.
Ew, don't give me that image. Oh, what's wrong with
We will never know. Katie says, "What's wrong with you?" Hello.
He's your dad. That's what's wrong.
I'm aware of this.
I'm
Unfortunately.
mentally unstable.
Which makes me mentally unstable. It's genetic.
No, you're mentally unstable from your mother.
Brady, no. Sorry.
Brady,
Have they all seen my thing?
you're already on me, buddy. Why are you jumping up for?
Did you hear me?
What?
Have they seen that picture?
I don't know. Do y'all want to see an alien picture?
I'm willing to show it. Talk about my trauma.
Hold on, I'll pull the alien picture up. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, his actually, my mother did a lot of physical, mental, and emotional damage to me. I'll take the rest of my life.
Well, part of that depends on you.
But also not be fixable. Like the fact of my TBI, that's not going to be able to get fixed ever.
You just do what you can, honey. Just keep working at it.
What are you doing, Miss Jamie?
I'm making pretzels.
Pretzels.
Ooh, Brady?
Pretzels.
Pretzels.
Are you making solid pretzels?
Pretzels. Pretzels.
Thought mental instability was a requirement to be here.
Jeez.
Pretty much.
Way to go, Elmo.
You don't have to be crazy to be my friend. I'll teach you.
That was Elmo.
Yeah. Your Nana's on her way home now.
Okay. Good for her.
Sorry, I'm looking for the picture that Katie wants to show off.
Everything is fixable with duct tape, Caitlin. Just kidding. Yeah,
That's the TBI.
duct tape. Sorry.
I can duct tape her to a wall. That would fix the problem.
I would.
And make it work. I weigh too much.
Watch me. Alright, where the hell is it? Oh, it's here somewhere.
Ugh. Out, 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 out. It's burning.
Hey, if it hurts, you're not supposed to do it.
I know.
Your microwave's yelling at you.
No.
I know.
Thank you,
I'm
Captain.
right next to it.
Nice.
Alright, there you go. This is your thing.
Okay. You don't have to be crazy, but it sure does help. For everyone, we're talking about the trauma since we were talking about it. The light's in the way. No, it's not working.
Brady, move. Thank you.
I not get it straight. I'll hold it. Y'all see that?
If you see the front left, this part over, we're backwards. Okay, so here you can see that it's this part here is actually more front than the other side. And you can see in the back, see how it's oblong shaped on the one side? Can you see that by chance, Jamie?
Yep.
That is because my ex threw Caitlin up against a wall,
As an intern.
and it misshapen her brain,
This
which
shakes her brain.
is why she is stuck with the mentality of a 12 to 16-year-old. They said, unfortunately.
What, Grady?
Thomas said,
Okay, time cook.
Hey, Thomas, does this look like something we could do in our group?
That would be. Yeah.
Did you see his nuts are cracked?
Yep. Ah, shit. I did that.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, we worked through. I have a text message here.
10 seconds.
Timu, Live, Spirited, and My Patriot Supply. Okay, that's nice.
Excuse me. Okay. Cheese is made.
So, yeah, we're working on, getting Katie straightened out. And it takes time. With anyone who's been through a trauma thing, you try to be patient, try to work with them, and understand that sometimes they're going to have setbacks. You know,
Pretzels.
interesting. And cheese.
Yep. Jalapeno cheese. Nice Skittles.
See, I would use mustard instead of cheese.
all right, Elmo.
I got mustard, but I want my jalapeno cheese.
Ah. Yeah, I don't do I mean, sometimes I can do jalapeno. Like tonight, we ordered ribs. They're going to be so good. They've been in the oven
Stop, Brady.
and
75.
no, 225.
Brady, stop it.
No, I know what I put in it. But I put it in it just low and slow cooking them. One smothered in barbecue sauce, and the other one has a rub of smoked paprika,
And
adobo seasoning, and for a little kick, I took a small pinch of cumin, or not cumin, curry, and sprinkled it across the top and the bottom, just to give it a little bit of a bite, So we'll see how that turns out. What is wrong with your tail here, dude?
But back to whenever it gets windy or they call for storms, I will always seek him out because it's just that safety thing. But if it's just rain, I'm fine with just rain.
Yeah, and that's what I try and tell all of you is, if you need to talk, if you need somebody when you're going through something, call me. No, I am not a counselor, but I can listen, and I'm told I give pretty good advice for the most part. And everything that's discussed between us is between us. It doesn't go any further unless you give me permission to say something. Okay.
Oh shit.
No shit. Please don't do it here.
Potosi going into Festus, just south of St. Louis, there's a damaging confirmed tornado.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure, but the Mayfield, Kentucky, Little Rock and everything, I'm pretty sure they just got put under a PDS tornado watch. Let me double check.
It doesn't look like it's going to hit us now.
Yep, they just got put under a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch. So from Poplar Bluff, Cape Girardeau, Carbondale, Illinois, into Evansville, Indiana, Jackson, Tennessee, northern part of Mississippi, and the eastern side, or actually Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, Searcy, Arkansas are under a particularly dangerous tornado watch. So this is way west of you guys.
Yeah, yeah. That's also south of us, most of it. You're gonna
Yep.
fall, buddy.
But even the thing with like the storm that we're
There you
supposed to
go.
get today
It went north now.
doesn't even look like we're supposed to get anything until like 7.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's not even going to be much.
you never
Maybe a
know.
little bit of rain. But it's better to be safe than sorry at this point.
Anything y'all want to talk about? You got anything on your mind? Besides how ugly I am, we already know. You don't have to tell me.
I just dropped my pretzel in the cheese and I didn't want it that way.
What?
It's super cheesy now.
Yep.
She dropped her pretzel in her cheese.
But she didn't want to drop it in the cheese.
No, she wanted to dip it, not drop it.
Yeah, it went, instead of me dipping it like this, Caitlin,
It sideways.
it went in like, yeah.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
So, but it's cheesy. It's good cheesy, but I didn't want it that cheesy.
Get it out with.
Fingers. You can lick them
Yep.
fine.
What I did.
It's so quiet.
It happens from time to time. Let me see what I can dig up. I shared a really cool video.
There's titties.
There's titties?
Yep.
Well, who has their titties out?
The cats. They always do. I wanted to see if that could get people to talk.
Oh, gotcha. So I shared a video on our Discord and on Jar Openers about a plate. It was a scribed plate from the 9th century that talked about a battle between the Moabs and the Israelites. And it confirms stuff that's actually in the Bible. It matches up perfectly with, different books talking about the Israelites being wiped out by the Moabs, and the Moabs actually taking the temple altar for Yahweh to Moab and putting it in front of their god. So that was a big thing, because that was when God was punishing the Israelites for turning away from him. And it disproves a lot of the Muslim scholars who are trying to say that Christianity was a thing that wasn't started until way after the Muslim faith was started. This actually proves that wrong. So,
Interesting.
if that's something you're interested in, let me go to history here.
I keep hearing rumbling. I don't know what the heck it is. If it's farm equipment, clean or food sexual
It's
stuff.
boom is going off. I'm messing with Katie. Just here you go. There is the link to that video. It's a really good video. I suggest you go if you're into history with Christian backgrounds. Definitely worth getting into. But Israel has long been the love of God. God loves Israel, and that was supposed to be His chosen people. But
Hey, Fred.
Hi, Fred. Fred.
what's up, Fred? Fred, hello everyone. I need to get some sleep. I'm up at 10 p.m. Yeah, but get some rest. If you want to call me at
See you
10,
later.
I'll talk to you for a little bit while you're getting moving. If you want. Nana's home.
Good for her.
Now we're in trouble.
I don't care.
Well,
I'm
if you
not
want
leaving this shed.
to. Okay, well, it's up to you. I got mentioned in a video.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's news to me. Post is currently set to private or has been removed.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's interesting.
That
That's kind of crazy. I was on TikTok.
was weird.
Right? So, alright, let's see. What do I have in my profile pictures that you would like?
I'm gonna fix.
Do you want to see? This is, I've showed it before, but maybe somebody in here hasn't seen it. This is the grandfather and great-grandfather of these kitties.
It's so cute.
That's my tiger. I had him for almost 17 years before he decided to play in traffic. And, yeah.
Before he decided to do Frogger.
Yeah, that was... Unfortunately, out here, it just...
I hear y'all up there. Oh, shit.
It's part of life when you live in the country that animals are going to run into the road, and yeah, you hate to see it. So that same company that I called out because I said that I wanted them to do a neon sign for the foundation, and they did
Yeah.
one where they just outlined the outside and then did like the fencing on the bridge going across the pond. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not worth $450. Well, here's what they did for the one I wanted to get for here, for the personalized one for the show. And they actually outlined me, my whole picture, and then outlined the entire thing, the entire square.
Oh, wow.
So that one, I mean, I still don't think it's worth $450, but it's done
You just went quiet
I went quiet?
for a second, yeah. Now you're fine.
Huh, that's weird. Weird.
That was weird.
Okay, so yeah. Tonight at 7, Atlas and Tyler, our war will be going live, and they're going to go into more depth on the Anna Paulina Luna thing with them the whole thing that they did we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
You might want to watch that if you want to go into more detail on it. So, I don't know. I might talk to him and join him. We'll see. Who's Tim going to have on tonight? Tim has Mark Mitchell on tonight. I have no idea who the hell that is, so don't care.
I don't know.
You and me both. So, it's just you. Upset you.
Sorry, bubbies.
No, you're not.
Okay, let me put some gloves on. I'm going to strip some wax off of some candles.
Y'all can watch if you want.
And hopefully you guys are going to come up with something to talk about. That's not a glove. Hey, Whiskers. It's time for an anal probe. Katie's almost spit out her drink.
That's
That
funny.
almost went up my nose, too.
That would have made it even better.
I wasn't expecting you to say that, but hey, it got my mind off of
It's
fact
all
that it's
fun and games
rumbling.
until somebody loses an eye. Then it's
Get
fucking
the
scary.
hell. Oh shit. Atlas just said my internet has been on the fritz and now it's completely dead. Hoping it comes back for the show.
Well, that sucks.
You
See,
know
that's
what?
why you have to have a hotspot on your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If something happens where our internet goes down, I have hotspots on all of our phones. So, like, I can use Katie's phone, Mom's phone, Dad's phone, or my phone to do a show.
Yeah.
Sir, you're going to have to transfer.
It's so rumbling out, so
Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. Come here.
you've got him all
I
wrapped
do
up.
not have him all wrapped up. Show up.
How am I supposed to get the candle to you?
All right, hand me the box.
Yeah, okay.
Up your butt.
Down you go.
She says, up your butt, and you say, down it goes.
No, down you
That sounds right.
poison.
All right, well, I need that box to put the wax in when I'm done.
What's this?
This is a drone that if I ever get it figured out, we'll use it to get some really cool shots, but it won't connect to my phone for some reason.
That sucks.
All right. So all this wax just like made one thing here.
We're gonna salvage.
Waxy.
All right, there we go. This
Nope.
one.
I'm good. I got Jamie. I got Dad. We're good to go. It's rumbling here.
Just calm down. I told you it's going to do something.
I don't like it.
Hey, Caitlin.
Yes.
Caitlin,
Yes.
look. It's cheesy.
It's a cheesy pretzel. I mean, now you're making cheesy pretzels. What the heck?
You're welcome.
Scissors?
Well,
I'm just gonna get out of the way because I have a feeling you're gonna lose grip on that. That's gonna
no,
fly
I'm not
somewhere.
going to lose a grip on anything. Knife is actually going to somebody as a gift,
So we gotta use it first.
but yeah, I'm going to borrow it. Apparently, I need to sharpen the damn thing. Holy cow.
Good thing you're using it.
What is your problem, kid? Not
My
even
dumb
going near
dumb
you.
put my head a little too close. I almost got my eye
No,
poked.
you did not. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing,
Yeah,
kid.
you do. I didn't. My eye.
I did something. It disappeared.
There you go.
Katie's over here like, my eye.
Oh fuck.
Nana's calling you.
Of course she is. Well, we're gonna put Nana on speaker so she can hear. Hello, Mother.
Hello.
We are live. Hi to everyone.
Hi.
Can you hear?
Hello, everybody. How are y'all?
We're good.
Hi, Cassie. Cassie says early release day for the kids. Well, that's cool. You get an early day then.
I'm getting yelled at. Jesus.
Brady.
Chris, the cat food awaits you in the car.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All 44 pounds of it.
Yay.
You will.
Katie out with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I better smell some good terrorism.
Shit.
Yes.
Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I just ripped that entire wick in half. Well, we'll make two.
Good job.
Alright, well, y'all have a great day. Love yous and
Love you.
bye-bye.
Who's
Bye.
talking
Later.
about?
Bye.
Love you, bye, Mother.
I love how she does that. Just hangs up on you. Bye, bitch.
Why is Brady so
He's talkative.
talkative?
He likes to talk. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's because I am up. He wants my attention, and I don't know why. I can't give you a real reason.
All right, we're just
You got a
find
lighter
a
out here?
sharper knife.
You
Yes,
got
I
a
have a
lighter?
lighter. I'm not heating it up.
Just to soften it a little.
That was me.
I kind of figured that was you.
What are you beating on, woman?
It was your face. No, it was
My face is ugly enough. You don't have to help.
empty water bottle.
Go into the house and get scissors.
No, I have scissors here, but that's something I need.
Ready, move.
I need.
Thank you.
Hey, right up top there is an X-Acto knife. Here, actually, you hold this, and I'll.
Yeah, even better idea.
I'm gonna kill my camera for a minute. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Not visible right now, but hi.
Or just place it towards
Right.
me.
I can't do that. It's still gonna. They don't want to look at my crotch when I stand up, Caitlin.
No. Jeez, no.
I wouldn't want to upset any of the men. You know how big that sock is. That's in my. Never mind.
You might want to stop right then and there, bud. Mhm. Oh.
You don't need
I
that
said
anymore.
it.
Yeah, Andrea, I have a bunch of candles here that Mom had in the truck, and they kind of melted together. So I'm separating them by color, and we're going to, next Thursday, it's supposed to be 62 degrees here and pretty nice. So we're going to hook up the grill and use the side burner
Andrea, I'm here too, you know.
to melt
She didn't know, Caitlin.
down the candles and re-dip them. So let's see. Where did I? There it is. I'm trying to save the wicks. Andrew says, no, Chris, we do not want to see your crotch.
And that's a female saying that.
Andrea. She said hi too.
You know what? She's afraid of the storm, so she came out with me.
No, I
I have
Prince.
pretzels. And now I'm gonna have an orange.
How do you
Woo!
Wee.
She got it right.
Good.
She said sorry for spelling.
Nope, you got it right. Most people don't. Most people spell it like
Skittles?
C or KA and
And no, she got it right.
I get Jaime, Jaymee. I get Jayme, all of it. Or Jaimie. And it's Jamie.
Well, when I first tried to spell your name, I couldn't figure out how to spell it. I'm like, I'll figure it out. And then I was like, wait, Jmie. Like jam, and then IE, and it was like, works. That's how that, and when I looked at it, I was like, yep, I got it right. That's okay. Every time I go to say hi to Andrea, it freaking autocorrects to Andrew.
That sucks.
It's in our group.
Yeah, but there's an Andrew.
Underhill.
It's Underhill is Andrew. He's in Australia.
Mm-hmm. Or I'll go to say hi to you, Jamie, and it'll say James. I'm like, really? Like, stupid autocorrect. I hate it some days.
Or it could be worse. You could have Jay's autocorrect when he goes to say hi to Ohana and it says hi Obama.
That's a little scary.
What?
I saw Jamie's eyeballs.
Eddie must be back.
Hi, Eddie.
Did I scare you, Yeti? Good.
I made the mistake of shoving something in my mouth.
Jay says it's.
So you shove balls in your mouth. Okay.
See?
Having trouble, guys. I stopped by Little Caesars and they got a new product.
Uh-oh.
And I made the mistake of buying it. I may get
Is
fat.
it pretzels?
No.
No, it's a little, well, I don't know if it's new. It's been a while since I've been there. It's the little Crazy Puffs. They're good.
Oh.
Them.
Oh, those are new. I haven't heard of that.
We don't have any Little Caesars around here.
What's this Little Caesar on at Kendig Square? Not Kendig Square. Right there by where KFC is on Manheim Pike,
Mm-hmm.
where Wise's is.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
Yeah.
Which drives me nuts.
We used to have one right up here in E-Town.
So
Andrea says, Yeti, hi, sir.
And Fred was here.
Jay says,
Hello,
hi.
hello.
And
We'll see how long I can hear y'all for.
so
I'm about to
you can say
be
that.
on the highway.
Which part?
Which part, Andrea?
All the balls?
Balls. Or stuff.
Everywhere I go. Oh, sorry.
Your balls hang low. Do they swivel to and fro?
Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow?
Andrea says he would have all kinds of stuff to say about stuff in your mouth, Yeti.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
$20 is $20, right?
$20 is $20.
And hey, as Fred says, it's not gay if it goes past the first knuckle.
Oh.
Bend over. Yeti. I already got my gloves on.
Well, what's
Wait,
funny
no.
is there's somebody popping around YouTube in the pop culture sphere who made his handle Ben Dover.
I've heard that name. Yeah, he's
Don't
on.
hurt yourself.
He's
hello.
also on.
Sorry, our
Whiskers.
yeah.
Whiskers is like, dude, you're here. Put this over.
Jay says, I'm thawing out a chicken breast. I'm so excited, so hungry for dinners. Diets suck, but I feel good.
Yeah.
He's gonna have boobies.
Babies.
Where's my phone? I gotta show him turkey from a couple 2 years ago.
Oh shit!
Under
How'd you cook it?
under his
Well,
ass.
you'll
Under
see in a
Whisker's
second.
ass.
Oh, okay.
He's beside it.
Do you trust me?
What?
You trust
That's a
me?
loaded question.
What?
Give me the thingy.
No,
That's
do
like
not.
no.
I don't trust you with that. Sorry.
I wouldn't trust her either.
Well, I mean, the problem is,
If I slip, there's a stink bug. It's a stink bug.
all right, calm your ass down.
I want to touch it.
Elmo had pizza. He didn't feel like cooking.
Yeah, I did buy pizza too. I went in there for the pizza. I hadn't even opened the pizza box yet. Oh,
I had
you know
pretzel
what?
bites with
On
jalapeno
that
cheddar.
note, let me turn the box around.
Kitties where?
I had pretzel bites with jalapeno cheddar cheese.
Go back to my photos.
I like those
You're trying to, not deal with
pretzel dogs.
the rumbling. Yes, I got stink bug.
Oh, pretzel dogs are good too.
Now,
I've
do you
worked-
guys have a Philly pretzel
Chop
company?
it in half.
I think it's just the Philly thing.
Do you all have Philly pretzel company places?
I don't think so.
No.
We've got
No, it's just a Philly thing. A Pennsylvania.
the one that's owned by the German cookie company, and we've got Pretzel Maker.
The German cookie company.
That's JER. That's last name of the family that owns it. Which is funny because they own the Great American Cookie Company.
Mm-hmm. I got it.
I gave my nipples.
You gave
I
it
can barely see it.
nipples.
Oh, I see it now.
See the poppers for the when it's done.
Did you say
Yeah.
My turkey breast has breasts.
we're putting the wax in here?
So
Or my turkey breast has nipples.
undisturbed.
I live with it.
Here you go. Here's a really cool picture that I got a couple of years ago. Arm down the street.
I can't see it too well right now.
Yes, I gotta get it.
You're gonna have to show it later because he's driving too.
I understand.
There it is.
It's got some beautiful coloring in it.
Ooh.
There was a nice fog. I'll share it in the Discord.
Easily.
Oh, they must be putting the fiber in.
What?
Fiber optic.
You just get so excited
Fiber
about
optic
fiber.
internet.
I'll be so
Do you have
happy
any too?
if I get fiber.
No, he just wants better internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
out.
they got to be putting it. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're getting ready to expand the road. That's a little more dirt than I'd expect for fiber optic. I could be wrong.
Our fibers run above ground.
Oh,
Well, I can run it underground, I think. As long as it is all plastic, so you would have to take precautions. But I would think they could run it underground.
Andrew said Yeti is excited. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm so fed. Well, thankfully, T-Mobile has done their home internet thing. The only problem I've run into with the T-Mobile home internet is you can't forward ports, so I can't play Command and Conquer anymore. Because it's so old, you gotta forward the port to the one that the third party is using.
Can't even do that with a VPN.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, I would look. I think a VPN might help you around that.
I think it's a technical issue.
Jay might be the person. Jay or Cal would be the people to talk to about that. They're the computer guys here.
Yeah.
Jay, what do you think? Would a VPN help?
I mean, I've got the games. They're ready to go. Just can't play them. Or rather, I can play them, but I can't join my friend while I'm playing it.
I can't join my friend playing either because you're.
I got it 4 different spots and I can't get them all.
Thought you were trying to cut the wick part.
Go ahead and cut the wick so I can get the rest of it.
But yeah, I took and stopped paying for my Xbox Live, so I can't play online games right now with that.
I sold my Series X.
Mine's over at my boyfriend's.
Yeah.
So when I go over there, I can play it.
I also sold the PS5 for that matter. Maybe one day they'll allow me to be a gamer again.
Jay said there should be a solution. We will have to discuss in depth. Okay. I'll be a part of that conversation. Maybe I can learn something new.
Weird carnation. Snippers.
No thank you.
Altoids.
I don't think I want to. The last time I heard anybody say anything about snippers, I was just kind of like, no thanks. I don't need to be snipped. I'm good.
Oh, I won't be using Receipt Hog, by the way.
No?
Ran into some kind of internal error, I think. And I wasn't able to create the account. I may try doing it on the computer later. But if I can't figure that out, oh well. I got Fetch to work, so I've been using that. I've already got almost 1,000 points just from scanning a few receipts. And I've got more.
Did I send you a link to join under me? Or I said I was going to get Fred to.
Well, if I can generate enough, I'll just start loading it up on. I'll do the Amazon gift cards. I'll just start loading them up, and a lot of this stuff I've been putting off until later, I'll just use that to buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, which reminds me.
Now, if you pay attention, if you actually go on to app for Fetch, it actually gives you products that you can buy to earn.
Yes. Yeah. I will be looking into that as well.
Okay, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna pop off. I'm getting tired, so I will talk to y'all later.
All right, Jamie.
All right, go get some rest.
Jamie, thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Like with us, Yeti, with me and my family being soda drinkers, like stuff like that, craft products, so like cheese and things like that.
And like, you can go in here and like the different stores. You can shop at Walmart or Temu or anything like that.
Okay.
Like Temu is giving you 100 points per dollar you spend with them.
Check
Sam's
them
Club
out.
gives you 20.
My mom likes them.
Sam's Club gives you 20 per dollar. Best Buy 10 per dollar. Overstock is 15 per dollar. Home Depot is 5 per dollar. Walmart's 5 per dollar. CVS is 90 per dollar. So I mean, there's all kinds of different things that most people shop.
I'm assuming their gig is marketing data, seeing what people are buying the most of.
Probably.
That's my guess. I don't know any other way that they would be able to make a profit off doing this.
If you spend $13, you get 1,300 points.
I didn't try.
Oh,
Make a small can.
I scanned an old
It'll
Lowe's receipt. Got 80 points off of it.
What's that?
Scanned an old Lowe's receipt. Got 80 points off of it.
Yeah, they have to be within 3 months, I think, if I remember correctly.
There's a thing for Skittles and Lifesavers there from something.
If you buy a new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza from Domino's, you get 1,000 points. Hellman's or Best Foods jar mayonnaise at Costco. Is that what it says? 3,000 points.
My buddy, we ran into each other at Walmart yesterday, and he's buying one of those breakfast pizzas, the market side, and bought it on clearance, and it was still $8.
Dang.
He was complaining about it. I was like, well, if we hadn't committed genocide on all these chickens, it may not be $8.
Right.
The heck is that?
A clip
A chip
for
clip.
chip clips.
Oh.
With it.
My dad's trying to help keep my mind off of the rumbling that's outside right now.
Fair enough.
Let's see if there's any weird news stories going on. Something that I saw that's really bothering me though. The Myanmar earthquake death toll is up to almost 3,000 people now.
Where is this at?
That Myanmar 7.7 earthquake from last week. Yeah, so like 26 or 2,700 people already. It's going to get even worse.
That's wild.
That looks good. Whatever.
It really is kind of wild to think about all the stuff on this planet that can kill us without warning. That's why I'll probably never go to Australia,
Well, I'll never go to Australia because
everything there is killed.
fires.
Well, I spoke too soon.
Oh,
Okay. Myanmar death toll tops 3,000 as junta declares a ceasefire to ease aid. So they're getting a ceasefire and no civil war out of it. Pray for them.
yeah, it's unfortunate. We need a new way of providing aid for these countries that have these events, catastrophic events.
I would have no problem with us sending our military people over there to help with search and rescue and that sort of thing. And maybe sending some food
For sure.
along with them.
But I'm thinking more along the lines of charity versus tax dollars. We need a new system in providing them aid that they need, obviously.
There's lots of places out there that you can donate to help with that sort of thing. Like Mennonite charities. There's one here in Lancaster that does World Charities. They send stuff all over the world. So they're out there. You just have to find them.
Yeah. I feel bad for
What was that
Haiti.
about the country music store?
Granted, that's not our fault. That's the Clintons' fault. But
Oh
I
yeah.
feel kind of bad for them for what they've been through in the past in regards to them
Well,
not receiving the aid they were promised.
here's the thing that really pisses me off, and somebody put it in a meme. Hillary or Chelsea Clinton calling people out for their privilege, right? And graduates college, goes into a career making millions of dollars a year, has a millions of dollars mansion that she lives in, and this is all because her parents fleeced Haiti. Why where she got all this money from?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Music store.
I mean, I heard something a while back. If it's accurate, Americans have, well, North Americans at least, have historically proven to be the most generous people on the planet when the economy is healthy. So I'm thinking that's probably the route we need to stick with as far as foreign aid goes. I think it'd work better, actually, if the government would just stay the fuck out of it.
Well, like Ronald Reagan said, the words that you should hate the most are "I'm here from the government. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help."
Mm-hmm. Good old Reagan. I'm sure he's not the one that necessarily coined it from the very beginning, but he did popularize it.
Completely broke.
Kind of crazy to think he came from California.
Yeah. Well, he was a movie star. I don't think he actually came from California, but he moved there when he was a movie star. And
Oh, really? Okay. I've been wanting to call up the Reagan Museum and see if they would see if they'd have a problem with me using their footage for a montage off their YouTube channel. I don't think they would, but better to ask than to assume.
See Eddie's channel?
Ladies and gents, we are home. Well, I'm home.
Elmo says no. I think no foreign aid at all, not one tax dollar. Well, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no
but
tax
at the
dollar.
same time, Elmo, I have no problem with our military people going over and helping do search and rescue and stuff like that. That has to come from our tax dollars, but it's not actually funding anything. Andrea said, as long as you give credit. He doesn't. You don't have anything on your channel yet, do you, Yeti?
Took it down. No, it wasn't a problem with YouTube per se, but yeah, the videos I had on there I didn't have many, so it's not like I trashed a whole lot. But I do plan on doing stuff later on down the road. I just need to, for what I'm wanting to do, I'm going to need some form of workstation that I can sit at for hours at a time without messing up my back. I think I found a chair that might work. It's $80. Once I get to where I can swing that, if it doesn't work, I can eat the cost on $80 at that point.
The desk that stands.
Well, I've got my desk picked out. The biggest thing is the chair. I may have to find somebody to do a custom chair from scratch. Not one of these that, they've got the frame and then they, you choose where they can literally make it from the ground up, concept to finished product.
Have you
And
seen
to
those
your
ones where you can
specifics.
lay in them and it'll sit in it and you can lay all the way down to make it?
Yeah, that $80 one is one of those.
Is it?
Yeah, it says it's got high density foam in it, but the way it looks, I think it will be a good design. I may have to go in there later and switch out the foam, but I figure once I'm getting an extra $1,500 from the VA, I can eat the costs on $80 if it doesn't work out.
Maybe find somebody and that'll do a custom chair like to your specific like thing.
Mommy moves so you can see the babies real good now. I'm gonna turn the light on so you can see.
All right, let there be light.
Can you see them now?
Yep.
We got 5 little ones.
Oh wow,
They're
little kitties.
2 days old, right?
Yep, they're 2 days old.
We had one give birth in our garage.
Well, I wasn't sure if she would actually come in here and use this tote. This is what I wanted her to use.
Not the last time.
And because the last 2 litters that she had them in. He just blinded everybody.
Sorry.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
But she had them in the freaking greenhouse.
Oh wow.
And she always has them at this time of year when it's starting to get warm. And then Katie's got to climb all the way through the greenhouse to the back of it to get these kittens and rescue them so they don't roast to death.
Right.
So this year, and put something up and blocked the greenhouse so she can't actually get in. So, and I was afraid she might have the kittens upstairs in the garage. Andrea said, my eyes, laugh out loud, just kidding. It's a fairly bright light, so it can blind you. But yeah, so I'm happy she had him in here. She feels comfortable enough.
Good.
So it took a long time to gain her trust. It took a lot of lunch meat. Yeah.
He ain't joking about that one. A lot.
I would sit on the steps in the garage and I would throw lunch meat to the kittens and I would make them come a little bit closer to get it. And then when they were comfortable with that spot, then I'd make it a little bit closer until finally they were at my feet. And once I got there, then, they were cool with whatever. Oh, Ryan's home already.
I've had pretty good luck with just making sure to handle them regularly when they're kittens. I know that's not always an option, but
yeah, that was the problem. Her mom we call her grandma.
You have 3 different calico cats?
Yes. But she was dropped off pregnant. And she's home in our garage because we have our garage open. And so I still can't get to touch her. I can't even get close to her. But I said I wanted to make sure that the kittens I could handle.
right.
And most of them I can out of that.
What are you growing in that greenhouse?
Elmo said Caitlin should wear
Nothing.
a fake ZZ Top beard on camera.
Broke it again.
Yes, just stop for now, please. Nothing at the moment.
Little ones I can do.
My grandparents used it for storage. And so there's all kinds of stuff in there that we have to go through.
Sure.
I don't even know if any of it's even going to be any good. It's been in there for almost 30 years. Over 30 years, actually.
This one's just going to be right here.
Stop.
Hey, I'm trying to.
Fair enough.
And you're trying to help, but you're ruining the wicks, and I need the wicks. I don't want to
Oh my God.
So, like Michael's or a craft store.
Okay, then you can go to Michael's and buy me wicks since you're breaking them all.
Or I can go to Ocean State.
So, but yeah, it's
What is that?
Thread.
Thread. I'm gonna try and hem an old shirt. It was a long sleeve, but there's so many holes in the sleeve, particularly one big one by the wrist.
So
Oh.
you're gonna and
So I'm gonna turn it into a summer shirt.
Well, if you're
It's
gonna do that,
y'all seen me wear that brown Superman shirt, right?
I think so.
Yeah. The one y'all seen me wearing is the new one. The old one is the one I'm working on.
It would be easier just to take the stitches out and make it a tank top.
You know what we should do?
Yeah, that's what I did. What I'm doing now is I'm going and rehemming what's left because the hem was worked into the sleeve.
Gotcha.
They sewed this part, and then they sewed this part, and then they sewed this part, and then they folded the rest over and sewed it again. I had to go through like 5 layers of stitching to get that damn sleeve off.
Can you hear that? You'll hear it in a second. There it goes.
I might need to get a new phone.
You should be able to hear it now. It's rumbling bad.
I heard it briefly. You got thunder out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just started. And it just started raining.
God, I still remember that first, I think it was the first week I was in this house. We had a thunderstorm roll through, and it hit so close. It literally sounded like a bomb had gone off at my front door.
Oh, did you tell them about that?
What?
When our township building blew up?
Yeah, so they were saying this wasn't supposed to come near us, and now it's here. Maybe you'll see it. There it goes.
Oh, I see it now.
Sorry, baby, I don't mean to disturb you.
That's funny. It was going like this, and then it just dipped down.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're fine. Knock it off. Put that over.
They need to hurry up and dub this next episode of Solo Leveling.
Oh, yeah.
It is, dude. I like good quality anime. Good quality anime. But I think this is probably the best I've seen since Bleach.
Here, hold her. Then you can clean up your mess. So, what Katie was talking about was 2 years ago.
Not even?
No, it was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning because I take meds at 6. And
just left.
I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, this, boom, right? And all of a sudden, the shockwave hit the house and actually smacked the siding. Now, our township building is about 3 miles from our house.
You thought it was one of our...
Yeah, I thought it was one of our propane tanks out back just, blew
up.
Yeah.
Because it was like, that's what I felt like. And so I go out front and I just see smoke billowing up. And I got Katie up and got her to come out, and she's looking at it. She's like, "What is that?" I said, "I bet it's the township building." She said, "How do you know?" I said, "Well, I know the layout of the properties out here." I said, "That's where the township building is."
I was not quite prepared for a big explosion at like 6 o'clock in the morning because I had just went back to bed after my boyfriend left our house.
Oh, damn.
So, but yeah,
So you weren't asleep long.
Nope.
Elmo said, "Is Bleach good?" Last anime I watched was Berserk.
Yes. So,
I missed.
if you're going to watch Bleach, start at the beginning. You can, if you have Hulu, it's on Hulu. If you don't, find it elsewhere. Don't support Disney. But start at the beginning. It's gonna seem like, old animation, but it improves over time. And then once you've watched that, they've got 1,000-Year Blood War. And it is getting so dark on 1,000-Year Blood War.
Huh.
But
Yeah,
it's definitely worth a watch.
Elmo says that was a question for Yeti.
Yeah, I know, Elmo. I'm just saying. I missed Pennsylvania.
I second that motion.
Oh,
I wonder where we can find Castlevania.
It was on Hulu or Netflix, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
What was on Netflix?
Castlevania. They did the animated series off it.
Watch the first one. Ignore the second one. Nocturna or whatever.
Yeah.
Castlevania Wokeville.
Hi, Sweet Pea. Where are you going, honey? She's like, I'm going upstairs. Screw you guys.
Yeah, they destroyed everything they accomplished on the first Castlevania with the second one.
Elmo said, okay, thanks. Studio Ghibli is good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch any of their stuff?
I think I have. I can't think of anything right offhand.
Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro. That's all. Hi, Animal Farm.
Oh,
Pistachio.
A1 Pictures is the one that does Solo Leveling, I think.
I'm not leaving the shed.
Animal Farm said, pistachio ice cream.
Elmo, I'm not leaving the shed until this thing goes away.
Pistachio ice cream is deceptively good.
Oh, now they can really see it.
Hold on, y'all.
The babies are fully exposed. Mom came out, so. Look. You go in, right? Enter. Turn the camera on. Flip. Let me get the light.
Guess I better go inside.
There you go. Can you see the black and white one?
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm
Dad
going to
wants to name it Cow.
Looks like a cow.
I said Patches because it's got like one black patch on the side of it.
That's the name of Mama Cat over here. Patches. She's a long-haired Duluth Calico.
Animal Farm said, hi Caitlin, hi Chris, hi Yeti. Hi Animal Farm, hopefully you're doing well.
Animal Farm.
Hopefully you're not going to get all these storms that are coming across the country. Last I saw, Arkansas up through...
It's pronounced Democrats. I'm sorry.
But last I saw, Arkansas all the way up to Illinois is getting hammered. Yeah, more kittens. Callie had them yesterday. They're only 2 days old.
Nobody
knows. Okay.
When is that from?
Show them the wind is so bad. Look at the door, Yeti.
You seeing this door?
Damn.
Yeah, it's that freaking windy.
How thick is that door? The cat door, not the door.
The cat door? I don't know.
5/8.
But
okay.
the main door is latched. Your
Oh,
body-
yeah, sure. I
I'm
was just
sorry.
wondering how heavy that rubber, plastic, or whatever it's there might be.
It's a Super Duty door. It's
Okay.
because of where we have it and because of how big some of the cats are. I went with the biggest
Be
door I could
gentle,
find.
Smokey.
So
Oh, do we? I don't know. Do we have anybody that lives around Keller or Hazlitt down here in Texas?
not that I know of.
Okay.
Let me look at the map and see where that's at. Just so I can.
Because I was going to say, if they do and they're looking for computer stuff, they've got a store at each. I really like this guy. He's the one that hooked me up with that Victus that I've been gaming on.
Has anyone, checked on Lori?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Because wasn't she getting hit with it?
And it was her, I believe. Apparently, it is rush hour in Dallas.
Yes. Well, Dallas is always a mess.
Yeah, Animal Farm. Unfortunately, we will, and nobody wants them.
Nothing but red dashes of everybody stopped. So you're going to go broke feeding all the cats. Yeah, we're working on it.
How about this? Once they get their personalities, we let them decide their names.
What
Because
is
I'm not letting you name that white and black one Cow.
Elmo said? What is with the Texas Pakistan Day or something like that? I don't know anything about that. Let's look it up, Elmo.
What the hell? My microphone's working, but my
Welcome back.
camera isn't. That's weird. Yeah, I was over there trying to check my bank, and I guess it messed it up. That's all right. I'm not really buying anything else today, so it's not like it matters. It can wait until later.
Sunday.
Yeah. All right, Texas. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to come up here. According to the Post Millennial, Texas designates March 23rd as Pakistan Day to honor Pakistani Texans. Like, you're either a Texan or you're not. I'm tired of this bullshit of these identity politics.
Yeah. Yep.
It's new, Animal Farm. They just started it this year.
I am, we'll say, less than pleased with our state government.
What part of Texas is Yeti from?
He's around Fort Worth.
Well, I grew up in Arlington. Right now, I'm living about an hour north of Fort Worth.
Oh, so he gets to hear all the boom booms just like we do.
It says the Texas House of Representatives passed a resolution designating March 23rd as Pakistan Day to commemorate the 85th anniversary of the Lahore Resolution and celebrate the social, societal, religious, linguistic, and economic contributions of the people and families who have immigrated to Texas from Pakistan. Okay. Pakistanis are what religion, mostly? Are they?
I would think Muslim, right?
Yeah, most of them are going to be Muslim. Animal Farm says you don't want to call a cat cow. That is ridiculous, but I guess this woke culture it could work. Hey, now.
Well, you could be like the Duke and call every dog you own dog. Across all the movies he was in.
That's funny.
Yeah. I almost wanted to keep that picture. I'm about as much of a John Wayne fan as my dad is.
So you probably hear all the training that Fort Worth does, just like we do with.
Oh, the JRB. I did actually. The house I was living at before I bought this house. His house is 100+ years old, or coming up on 100 years old. Pier and Beam. His family is the second family to own it. They bought it from the people that built it,
Mm-hmm.
and they are right on the landing path for the JRB.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Now, that shouldn't be an issue because they have a flight ceiling that they are supposed to stay above when landing.
That doesn't always work.
Well, they kept getting pissed off at us for getting them grounded. The entire post got grounded at one point because they kept buzzing the house.
We have up at Indiantown Gap. They also have a training ground for artillery, tanks, and other stuff. So we get to hear all of that stuff all the way down here. Let me show you where we are compared to Indiantown Gap.
And then, of course, you get their when you get the Air Force that flies into Indiantown Gap, like my favorite one that my dad likes to say, your buddy's going over, the Super Galaxy, because that thing goes like, it looks so slow because of how big it is.
Yeah.
What is this? Why do I have a heart on
That's
there?
like big. I'll say this though, we knew when even if we had not heard of a disaster, we knew that there had been one just because of all the cargo planes that kept flying over when they would transfer all the material over to one base or the other
Mhm.
Yeah.
in preparation of disaster relief.
We also have
So the blue dot is me, and Indiantown Gap is right there. The red lines is Indiantown Gap area top. And I mean, how far does it say?
39
Son of a bitch.
That's not the.
I've got nowhere to put this pizza.
But even with we don't just get the Super Galaxies, we get the Sikorskis. What else? Caitlin's favorite holiday already passed.
National Pistachio Day.
Pistachio need a holiday. That's just nasty.
All right. It's 26 miles up to for Indiantown Gap, and we can hear the artillery and tanks when they're practicing with them.
Y'all hear the morning cannons?
Yeah, we hear all that stuff. So
They also have I talked about the Sikorsky, I talked about the Super Galaxy.
we get all kinds of stuff. There was a Chinook one over last night. A10 Warthog. They go over. We see all kinds of stuff here. The C40s or
because of how close we live to not only Fort Indiantown Gap but HIA.
Yeah, Harrisburg International Airport is actually the Air National Guard. They have two different things. Thomas said no. February 1st is Trans Day, right?
I want to start a petition to redesignate Trans Day to April 1st.
There you go.
Ooh.
That's on display up at the Gap.
The fact that he just went, woo,
I thought they sold clothing at the Gap.
Well, I'm sure they do up at this
Indiantown
now.
Gap.
I'm sure they sell them up there too. They have a radio station up there.
So if
There you go, Yeti.
Oh, I'm looking.
that would be when
Ooh, that's an old one.
something would happen.
Isn't that a Cobra?
I
Is that an Apache?
think no, the Apache is bulkier, because it fires the Hellfires and the
Hey Yeti,
Stingers. What's up?
what branch were you?
Army. Well, Army Aviation.
There you go. You can see all three of them here.
Lil Bird.
He worked on Chinooks.
Ah,
Yeah, I worked on Chinooks. Yeah. I think that middle one might be an Apache. I can't tell. I'm partial to my Chinooks though. My CH-47s.
I bet those are a pain in the ass to try and work on, weren't they?
No, actually, they weren't.
Thank
The
Have a
hardest. What's that?
they have a national cemetery up there too, and they
Ah.
decorate every year.
Heck yeah, that's good.
Andrew likes it.
Yeah, no, the hardest thing to work on that thing is probably the, or rather, I guess the most inconvenient thing to work on is the master brake cylinder
Ooh.
down by the pedals. But I was, my body and my arms are just the right proportions in length and everything that I could lay down, face down on the seat, run my legs up the co-pilot seat, and then just hang my arms down into the bubble down there by the pedals and be right where I needed them to be to work on that thing. Other than that, it was replacing stuff basically.
Almost asking, what is the troop transport one with the twin rotors on top? Are you talking about the one the Marines use, Elmo?
And yes, Andrea, this is in PA.
Either the Osprey, which is a garbage platform, or the Chinook.
How long were you in?
Roughly about 3 years. I was supposed to be in 6, but they did me dirty.
Were you?
Well, the Osprey is kind of like a helicopter. It can change its proportions. The wings tilt.
It is the avalanche of aircraft.
Were you in the Iraq War?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, because technically, yes, I joined in a time of war. I'm trying to remember what they were calling it. Because it was after, after Desert Storm. I think they called it Gulf War at that point or something. I don't know.
Was it the War on Terror, maybe?
Yeah, essentially. That may be what they called it. Yeah, we basically got a participation medal, ribbon, not medal. Yeah.
Dad's one friend who basically I consider my aunt. Her brother was in the military, but got medically discharged because he was over in Iraq or Afghanistan.
One of the two.
But there was a bug that bit him, and now he's got a scar
a spider
about yay big.
Oh yeah, they got a spider out there that's pretty problemsome.
Yeah, but it covers his entire leg, and I'm like, yeah. But
I'm gonna have to mute myself for a second, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Well, we're actually going to go ahead and wrap up, but I got to go and finish up.
Oh, we can do that then.
So, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Hopefully, you had a good time.
And thanks to everybody who, was able to help calm me down a little.
But have a great night. We will see you hopefully in the morning. I'll be up. I actually slept this morning, so.
Good.
Andrea, it would take you approximately
Flight.
8.5 hours to drive. 9 hours maybe.
For sure.
South of Cleveland. Or it would take you about 10 hours to get here if you brought the train out. So, but all right, we will see you all later. Have a great night, and
All right, y'all.
Stay safe if you're in the path of any kind of storms.
I'll go out and I'll shake my fist at it and scare it off.
all right.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.
See ya.
Poof, we're out.
Houston, you got a problem.